I thought it would, like, I felt like I had no place in society, and I felt like I was unlovable as, like, a feminine boy or even a gay boy, especially a feminine boy. Feminine gays are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to, like, gay stuff. It's like masculine men, hairy men, twinks, femboys. It feels like there really is no place for us sometimes. So part of the appeal with transition was like, oh, I'll get so much more dates. I'll live like this more normal life. I'll be accepted for my femininity. And I guess all of that with the internalized homophobia from everything that I went throughout the years, it just made it seem so good. Like it would have been the fix for everything. And I think around the ages of like 9, 10, 11, I started developing what would be later told to me as gender dysphoria and stuff. 11 was when I knew it was concrete because, like I said, I found the YouTubers and I would watch like the sex reassignment vlogs and the hormones and how to get on hormones and just everything. And then a couple years later, when I was 13, you know, I'd been researching all this stuff and I finally came out to my parents. I think I told them I was like non-binary or something at first. And I started dressing more femininely. I started wearing makeup, growing out my hair. And then around 15, I had already been in psychiatry for a while, but around 15, they had taken me to the gender clinic and I was put on Lupron, which is a puberty blocker. And then after that, when I was 16, estrogen, I had the Lupron implant. There's a black box warning on them for suicidality. And I mean, immediately I dropped to the deepest, darkest depths of my depression. And I stayed like that for 5 years. I mean, I only got off of it a couple months ago and I feel great. But it was like as soon as I got the implant taken out and I started taking testosterone again, everything came back online and I was just happy again and I wanted to live again. But the entirety of the time I was on Lupron, I mean, I was getting hospitalized. I had so many eating disorders and my body is like covered in scars now. But it was mental torment. And they didn't tell you anything about that. And when you bring it up, they gaslight you. But yes, it was always, you're depressed because you have a penis. You're depressed because you look male or, you know, you're not giving the estrogen enough time and stuff like that. Once you get bottom surgery, you'll be so much happier. Just keep looking forward to that. And I mean, if I ever did get the full penile inversion, would it have made me any happier? No. The suicide rate goes up for post-ops, even with the people that stay trans. I did the laser, I did surgery, I did years of hormones. I grew out my hair, all new girl clothes, learned how to do makeup. None of that did anything. And I would still go out in the world. I would go out in the world and I would just have this immense passing anxiety anywhere I went. Anytime I talk to anyone, I'm like, oh, they can tell. They know I'm a guy. They can see right through me. And it was embarrassing and it was degrading and it was belittling. I mean, so there was like that with like the gender envy, and I was like, why do I feel this way? I'm supposed to be a woman. And that was when the cracks first started showing. And then I got surgery pretty recently, actually. And immediately after surgery, when I saw my body, I just felt mutilated. And I was trying to convince myself, like, no, this is the right thing. Testosterone's evil. You didn't need that. The castration was good for you. It's healthier this way now that you're not on blockers. And at the end of the day, I mean, I kept trying to justify that I had done nothing but cut off my perfectly healthy testicles, you know? And it was all in this suit of happiness and self-acceptance and self-love, right? Like it was all in the suit of becoming your true self. And I didn't feel any different. I didn't get any sense of relief. I didn't get anything. All I got was chronic pain and a lack of an endocrine system and my fertility taken away. That's literally it. That's all I got.